Welcome to the class. Let's start in the child's pose at the end of your mat, at the back end of your mat. Sit on your feet, tops of your feet on the floor, and forehead on the floor. Arms to the sides, and just rest for a while. Let's do some breathing. Apply your complete yoga breathing. As you inhale, expand your abdomen, lower ribs, upper chest. And as you exhale, relax from the top going down. Just focus on your breathing. You can apply your Ujjayi breathing just to prepare. Focus your mind onto the session ahead of us. Center your mind and your breathing. Extend your arms forward, away from your body. Slowly come into your downward facing dog. Just keep your knees bent first. Let's just warm up our legs, stretching hamstrings, pedaling your feet, bending your knees alternately. Press firmly into the base of the index finger. Your palms on the floor. Pointing your hips, your sitting bones up towards the ceiling. Straight line from the hips to your shoulders, your hands. Then you can stay in the steady pose. You can keep your knees bent. You can do some cat-cow action with your spine. Exhale, rounding the back. Inhale, try to do a back arch. Rounding, lengthening, just keeping straight, or a back arch if possible. Keep your knees bent, heels up. And then stay steady, lower the heels. If you need to, you can just continue pedaling your feet. Stay in the downward facing dog, hold the pose, and slowly roll forward into your plank pose. Straight line from your heels, through your hips, to your shoulders, and pressing firmly into the floor with your palms, especially into the base of the index. Hold the plank. You can make circle around on top of your hands, your wrists. Warm up in your hands, preparing them for a lot of planks in this class, or arm support, hand support. Reverse the rotation. Make sure you're not collapsing into your shoulders. Press the floor away from your body, engaging the shoulders back and down. Okay, and then from here, slowly lean forward into your chaturanga. Pressing back up into the plank, knees down, elbows down, and draw your chest forward into your upward facing dog. Shoulders back and down, chest open. Pressing the floor away, and then fold back into your downward facing dog. Let's continue warming up the body a little bit more. Raise the left leg up. Step it forward towards your left thumb. Coming up into your high lunge or warrior one. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Left foot back up, three-legged down dog, and back to the floor. Let's do the right leg up. Step it forward towards your right thumb. Coming up, high lunge, square the hips to the front, and exhale, hands down. Three-legged down dog, and back to the floor. Your hips, your legs, your body is a little bit more warm now. From here, slowly step forward while lifting your hips up towards the sky, pressing the floor away towards the front. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, bend your knees slowly, unroll
one vertebrae after the other. Hands up as you exhale to your heart. Inhale, raise your arms up, arching back. Exhale, swan dive, coming down. Inhale, up halfway to number 7. You can keep your hands to the floor if you can. Bend your knees, hands to the floor. Step back into the plank. Inhale, then exhale into chaturanga. Inhale, press up. Knees down, elbows down. Scoop forward and up into upward facing dog. Then fold back into your down dog. And rest here for a while. Stay steady in the down dog. And get ready to a little bit more fast-paced vinyasa flows. Okay. Left leg up as you inhale. Then exhale, step it forward. Coming up into your warrior 1. And exhale into your warrior 2. Hold the pose for a while. Make sure your left knee is directly above the left ankle and your arms, shoulders in line, in the same line as your hips. Hold the pose. Just keep your arms to the sides, palms facing down. Just holding the pose a bit longer, focusing on your breath, and keeping the legs engaged. Now go back to your high lunge. Lift the right heel up. Exhale, hands down. 3-legged down dog. Left foot down. Right leg up. So you exhale, step forward. Inhaling up into your high lunge. And exhale into your warrior 2. Just lower the left heel. Line it up with the right heel. Make sure right knee is directly above the right ankle, not letting it move inward, collapsing inward. Hold the pose. Just focus on your breathing. Keep the legs steady and strong. Engaging them, getting them ready for the session. Go back into your high lunge. Then exhale, hands down. 3-legged down dog. And back down. Then from here, step, walk, or jump, float towards your hands to the front. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, bend the knees. Slowly unroll one vertebrae after the other. Standing spine rolls up. Exhale, hands to your chest. Inhale, raise your arms up. Arch back. Exhale, swan dive. Bend the knees, go into your chair pose. Hold the pose, focus on your breathing. Try to keep a straight line from your hips to your shoulders and your hands. Try not to move your knees too far forward, as long as you can still see your toes. Hands down, folding down. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, hands to the floor, step, jump, back, float into your chaturanga. Pressing up into your upward facing dog. And then fold back into your down dog. Hold the pose. Raise the left leg up. Bring your left knee to the outside of your left tricep or left elbow. Back up. Bring it to the right elbow. Tap. Bring it back up. Bring it in between your arms, close to the nose. Then bring it back up and back to the floor. Let's do the right side. Right leg up to your right tricep. Step it back up. Left elbow. Up. In between the arms. Up and down. Hold the pose. And this time, small steps forward again. Lifting the hips up and up halfway as you inhale. Bend the knees, slowly inhale, unrolling one vertebrae after the other. Exhale, hands to your chest. Inhaling up. Exhale, go into your chair pose. Hold the pose. Go into your tiptoes. Try to balance and slowly lower your hips, sitting down. Lowering your heels. And then sitting, your bum down on the floor. Go into your boat pose, Navasana. Try to keep your lower back engaged, chest open. Try to bring your legs as close to your body as possible. Lower legs parallel to the floor. Then palms facing down or inward or even upward. Just keep the shoulders relaxed. Roll them back and down. Hold the pose. Focus on your breathing. And slowly go into your Ardha Navasana. Lower back on the floor. Your hips in posterior pelvic tilt. Keeping the shoulder blades off the floor. Or at least the lower part of the shoulder blades and the shoulders lifted off the floor. Just hold the pose. Focus on your breath. You can raise your arms up. Raise the right leg up, left leg, and the right leg down. Switching. Just hold the pose with normal breathing. Just focus on your movement. Back to the center. Raise your legs up. Hold the pose. Just focus on your breath. Try not to hold your breath. And then walk your feet, small movements, and slowly lower towards the floor. And walking back up and down. Let's do this several more times. And down. Coming up. Last one, going down. You can do it. Go push. Up. Bend the knees. Feet to the floor. And release. Focus on the breath. Hands behind the thighs. Roll up. And coming up into your forward fold. Just relax, focus on the breathing. Feel your back stretching, relieving the tension from your core workout just now. Bend the knees, slowly unroll, coming back up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, raise your arms up. Arch back. Exhaling down. Chair pose. Hold the pose. Go on your tiptoes again. Or you can just keep your heels down if you want. Sitting back down. Lowering your buttocks to the floor. Straight into your boat pose. Navasana. If you want, you can straighten your legs. Try to keep your lower back engaged as much as possible. Lift the chest open and holding the pose. Okay, bend the knees, straighten. It's like rowing a boat. Extend your legs and shuffle them like on top of each other. Back to the boat pose. Stay steady. Try to bring your knees close together as much as possible. Lower back engaged, chest open, shoulders back and down. And then lower the feet. Hug your legs. Bring your abdomen touching your thighs. Keep the chest open. Release the tension from your lower back. Right. Feet to the floor. Come into a squatting position. I'll face the front so you can see. So you can separate your feet wide apart. Those feet pointing outward. Go into your garland pose, malasana. Hands in prayer position, then lower your hands to the center of your torso, shoulders back and down, chest open. And with your elbows pressing against your thighs, your legs outward. If you're super flexible and this is not doing much for you, you can make fists to increase the length. Hold the pose. Make sure your shoulders are not tensed up. Keep them rolled back and down. Just focusing on your breathing. Just relax. Extend your right arm with your elbow pressing against your right leg. And then keeping your left knee directly where it is, right where it is. Hands on the floor. And then open up, twist to the left side. Open the left side of your chest, your body. Hold the pose. And then let's do the other side. Left arm against the left leg. Hands to the floor. And open up to the right side. Hold the pose with normal breathing. Try not to hold your breath. Feel the stretch. And back to the center. Hands together, or fists if you like. Hands to the floor, and then jump back into your plank, chaturanga. Then press up into your upward facing dog. And fold back as you exhale into your down dog. Raise the left leg up. Left knee to the left elbow. Back up. Right elbow. Back up. Center. And back up. Bring it to the right elbow. Extend. Straighten the left leg. Try to keep your chest, your body facing the floor while left leg is extended. Hold pose. Then lower the right heel to the floor. Extend your lifting the hips up towards the sky. Go into your fallen triangle. Right hand back down. Left knee to the left elbow. Back up and down to the floor. Let's do the other side. Right leg up. Right elbow. Back up. Left elbow. Going back up. Middle of your arms, between the arms, back up. To your left elbow, straighten. Right leg. Hold pose. Left heel to the floor. And lifting up into your fallen triangle. Left hand back to the floor. Right knee to the right elbow. Bring it back up, three-legged down dog, and back to your downward facing dog. Hold pose, focus on your breath. Bend the knee, jump, walk, float towards your hands to the front. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, bend the knees, slowly unroll. One vertebrae after the other. Exhale, hands to your chest. So we're almost done. Inhale up and exhale. Folding back down. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, hands to the floor. Jump back. Chaturanga. Pressing up to plank. Knees to the floor. Scoop forward into your upward dog. And fold back into your downward facing dog. Hold the pose. Just relax, just rest in the resting pose. Lower your knees to the floor. Sit back on your heels, on your feet. And energize breathing. Interlock your hands and fingers. Inhaling up, exhale, Ujjayi breath. Inhaling up. Last one. And this time, round your back. Extend your arms forward to the front. Inhaling up. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Exhale. Inhale, then release. Exhale, elbows to your hips. Roll shoulders. Relax. Slowly come down into your child's pose. Just rest your hands, shoulders, your arms. Just do your breathing. You can do your Ujjayi breath. Focus your mind on your breathing. Just resting your body. Just resting your mind. You can stay here as long as you want. You can come to Savasana, lying down pose. Or you can come to a sitting position. Just continue doing your breathing and just rest. Thank you for practicing with me. See you next class again. Namaste.